Hey guys, welcome back. So today we've got something a little bit different on the channel. I'm joined by Chris Forsyth, who's going to give me a little lesson today on my approach shots because I'm struggling a little bit at the minute and you are master of this, so help me out.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a master of this, but I'll do my best. So we had a little chat off camera. You mentioned driving is a strength.
Yes, it is.
Getting it close, maybe proximity to hole. You said strike issue being slightly thin.
Yep.
And pulls or overfades.
Yeah. Pulls, I would say, majority of the time.
That's the one that
I would say. I think we're going to look at my 5-iron definitely, and that is where I tend to struggle, I think.
So as the clubs get longer, you typically see it pull more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And in terms of coaching experience, you mentioned you haven't had much, recently. Yeah. What have you been working on in your own game, or what have you been trying to do while looking at your own swing on your videos?
Okay, so my partner gives me lessons. He's also a coach, and he helps me out here and there. It doesn't always go to plan because we end up in arguments, but anyway.
It's difficult.
I do try and listen to him. But at the minute, do you know what? I get very laid off at the top. Mm-hmm. So from there, I then get stuck on the way down and I get very flippy with my hands. I've been trying to work on this for months, for years probably. And I just can't get to grips with it, to be honest. So my feeling at the moment is to try and feel like I'm doing a 3/4 swing because I'm just way up here. And yeah, when I actually think about it over a ball, I can actually do it and execute it quite well, but...
You like to keep things quite simple?
Yeah, because my struggle, right, is when, like, if you were to tell me something right now, I would not be able to feel what I'm doing. But you have to physically break it down and go, right, this is the position, this is the position.
So you don't learn you learn through visual more so, or understanding, or feel, or a bit of everything?
I want to feel what I'm doing.
So you like to feel it?
Yeah, by videoing it and you telling me, oh, you're doing it right, I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. And
so maybe physically moving you into positions and saying, what does that feel like to you? Get a bit of feedback. Okay.
But I can do it when it's slow. The minute I speed it up, it goes to pot.
Which I would say, like, adding this to people watching, that is common, right? That I would say it's like levels of a building. You can't do a couple at level 1 and just jump to level 100. You've got to generally incrementally work your way up.
Yeah,
and I would say that there is a transitional period to making a movement authentic, right? So it'll take a little bit of time, but I reckon let's get into it and see how we go.
All right, that's fine.
So we'll have a few warm-ups.
Okay.
When you've played your best golf, what shot do you hit?
A fade.
Okay.
I like to see that, yeah.
And what miss do you have when you've played your best golf? People don't really think about this, but if you're going to, because you still miss when you play good, right?
Of course, yeah.
So what miss do you like to see?
None.
Stump there.
None.
Remember this, if you're playing good, you need to know and understand your miss as well as your good shot.
This is the thing that I don't play a lot of golf.
You're on YouTube every day.
Well, yeah, but that's not proper golf, is it? It's a bit of fun.
All right, let's go.
Okay, and I will tend to see that high right.
High right, yeah. How'd that feel?
That was all right, that was a clean strike.
Okay, so why do you think you get laid off?
I don't know really. It's just a habit that I've had since I first started, really.
Okay. So no idea why you think it could be? Or you just do it?
Well, no, I just get very detached here.
Okay.
I find.
Okay.
So when I said earlier where I feel like I'm doing a 3/4 swing, I feel a lot more tucked in here with my right arm.
Okay, do one more and we'll get into it. Any non-negotiables in your practice? So things that you've worked on in the past that you just think, I can't get my head around that, it doesn't work. I always ask good players this because you've played for years.
Yeah.
And you've probably tried many things through that time. There's sometimes like roadblocks where people just think, and good players are stubborn, all of them, yeah? So they have things, and a good coach is someone who can maybe work around or lead players in different directions. How do you, anything for you, like, I just can't do that?
It's all impact stuff for me. Like, I genuinely cannot feel what I'm doing at impact, because I know, like I said, I get very flippy with my hands. A common fault, like when I first started my golf, was like early extending. I'm trying, like, I don't think I do that anymore, but I just can't, I just can't change the impact.
Okay.
But at the top here, I can feel what I'm doing now.
Yep, okay. Okay, right. So I'll chat to you and then we'll have a look.
Yeah, go on.
Can I nick the club off you?
Yep.
Perfect. Right, so clearly Liv is a good golfer, professional golfer. What I see is a good player's pattern, okay? And I would say that the things you feel at impact, so the flip, which gives you a little bit of low point control, a couple of heavy strikes, a couple of thin ones, are directly correlated to the backswing.
Yeah.
And it's good that you can feel the backswing, because I would say that it's 99% of the lessons that I give are setup or backswing related, because I'm yet to see someone set up perfectly, make a perfect backswing and then just mess it all up.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So in your case, what I see is a very good setup. I see that the right hip in the backswing slides slightly outside of the ankle joint, and I'll show you this in the middle. So it slides, causing the spine to tilt forwards. We call this left bend because I'm bending to the left. Yeah. Because of that, I'm spending a lot of time tilting and not much time rotating my rib cage.
Yeah.
Which is why, if I do that, you get a lift, which is what you kind of said. I feel detached. That was your words.
Yeah.
But in reality, you're feeling this lifting motion because you have to get the club up there somehow.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So the club is transported to the top some degree. In your case, I would say there's excessive arm movement because your body is underutilized.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So you go a little bit this way, body goes left, arms lift, and then that club looks laid off.
Yeah.
And then from there, a less skilled golfer would maybe move across it. You then kick into early extension to redirect the club, and that's what you're feeling at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you're 100% right. So it's actually, that's the detailed explanation for everyone watching, but the answer is really simple. We need to get the ribs turning more level, so the body's journey will increase, and the arm's journey will decrease.
Okay.
So we're flipping it.
Yeah.
So we'll do a couple of feel things now, because you mentioned that at the start. And you can just give me some feedback as we go, okay? So set yourself up as normal. Okay, so if you were gonna, and it's good, face on it would be great. So at the moment, your hip bone, you would describe that as inside or outside the ankle? If you drop a pin down your hip, would it be inside it or outside it at the moment?
Inside?
Yeah, inside, definitely. It's not a trick question.
I was going to say.
Okay, so as you start to go back, I want you to feel like if you had trousers on.
To keep it there.
Yeah, I want you to feel if you had trousers on, the front pocket would go towards where you would have a back pocket on a trouser.
Yeah.
So you're going to create a little bit more hip depth. So just gently, perfect. Okay, and we're going to feel more here. So now this will feel slightly deeper.
Yeah.
You definitely feel more coiled up here.
Yeah.
And you probably feel more this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally if you now just slide your hip towards me, yeah, that now tilts you forwards.
Yeah.
This wants to go up here. Now where's that club point?
Yeah, behind me.
So deepen that hip, and then now this will naturally want to line up more.
Okay.
So from here now, what the effect will be is, in the transition, this will be shallower.
Yeah.
Which will give you less need to early extend. So now what we'd love to see if you were more here is you almost get the sensation that you're starting to cover it a bit more.
Okay.
Because the club is travelling from behind you a bit more.
All right.
So you as a good player, all I want you to feel very slowly is I'm going to watch that right hip. I want you to turn it deeper. Lovely. And just pitch one forward. Perfect. Now, if you look at the ball flight, there's less curve straight away.
Yeah, for sure.
Because all you're doing is bringing the path and the face closer together.
Okay.
In simple terms, right?
Yeah.
Lovely. Do that again. Nice and slowly. Right here. Dun, 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 dun. Lovely. And just chip it. Cool. So have a little look at this.
Yeah.
Tom, come have a little butchers of this, mate. So we'd see slightly outside. There's the hip and the tilt. Arms up and laid off.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you feel.
Yep.
Then you redirect it, get steep, and there's your flip.
Okay.
Here's the last one. Deeper turns, shaft is steeper, points directly down the target line, no laid off.
Oh, wow, okay.
So from this perspective, this is what we see. So watch the hip, it starts a little high, kicks out, spine tips forward, you see it?
Yeah.
Lifting up, then you back out of it, because you've got to try and find the shallow from somewhere, and there's your scoop.
Okay.
So we'll do one from face on now with a new move. I want you to really be aware of that right hip. Don't let it get outside, turned, and just pause there, and then just pitch one. Unbelievable. Have a look at this. Natural. So now we see no tilt to the left. We see a coil.
Yeah.
Looks much more athletic, much more wound.
Yeah.
Hip flexor is inside the ankle joint. There's no need to hang back now. So your next progression from here, because what you will feel, see less scoopy already?
Okay.
So what you'll feel though is you might hit some overdraws to start with.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going to be used to that.
Yeah.
So this is where it's like cause and effect, right?
Yeah.
So previously you'd tilt, you'd react, and you've managed to play good golf from there. As you turn into this hip bit more, the secondary point would be you've got to now utilise that pivot into the downswing to control the face.
Right, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that would be like and if anyone is watching this and going through a similar transition, I would drip feed this information if I was working with Liv over a period of weeks. I wouldn't go all in like this because it's quite a lot to consume. And obviously Liv being a little bit more of a skilled golfer than a lot of people can probably cope with a bit more information. So it's important that we make sure that as coaches, we give the information in the right order and at the right time with the right amount, so we don't overcoach the player and just mess them up, even if it's the correct information, because that is possible. So for you, your secondary feel, okay, get yourself to the top and stop for me. Hips deeper, good, we're more in line. We're gonna feel like the right rib gets on top of the ball, and the club's gonna feel like it comes down more here. That's it, stay in your posture, go on, turn the right rib, and you're gonna feel like you're almost ahead of it, which is gonna bring the dynamic loft down and control the face.
So say that again.
So right here, you're good.
Yeah.
Your right rib is here currently.
Yeah.
Focus on turning that right rib to the ball. This is lowering down.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
And you'll feel different to normal when this club arrives here. You will feel a lot more like this.
Yeah.
Where usually you feel like this, and that's where you get that. Okay?
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
But now you have freedom to do that now because of the backswing. So we're going to do a little pausey, swing up to the top, turn deep, and then just cover and chip. Yeah, that was good.
I'm confused now.
It's all right.
Right, go
we'll
on.
do it again. Swing up to the top. Good. Right rib to the ball. There you go. Money.
Okay. I like that.
So it's not as much as it's complex. The message, it shouldn't feel confusing because you're turning. That's not laid off.
No, that's good.
And then now through the ball, look, you're on top of it.
Yeah.
The face ain't flipping.
Why can't I do this every time? It's so annoying.
Now try one slow without a pause. Create the rib cage rotation and cover. Okay, perfect. Low ball flight, slower, more interaction with the ground.
Yeah.
Slow overdraw means that the hands have won the race a little bit. So instead of everything arriving there together, so still a little bit hands first, body second.
Yeah.
Normal transition when you're moving at this. You've done this for years, your word, right? One more.
Nah, that felt a bit.
Tell you what, the backswing was money. You just hung back on it. It's fine.
I can feel that.
Yes, money.
It's now this impact position.
So a little drill you can do, just again, very simple drill. You can do this on the course, right?
Yeah.
Take a practice swing next to the ball, and I've seen you do these in some of your videos, right?
Yeah.
Swing up to the top and stop, and you're going to try and brush the ground about 6 inches in front of it. So shift and turn, there you go. And that'll feel like you're covering it.
Yeah.
Turn deep and cover. And that's your drill, because we want the low point, you know, to be somewhat after the golf ball. Changes depending on the level of speed you have, etc.
Yeah.
But we don't want to be, especially with an iron,
no, of course.
hitting before the ball, yeah?
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
One more. Let's create a little bit more turn. And then money.
That was sexy.
I think we finish on that one.
That was sexy.
So I would say that's a complex thing, hopefully dumbed down nicely, and easy money.
Love that. Thank you.
Oh.
Hope you enjoyed, guys. Yeah. See you next week.